Okay, we're recording. Welcome. New series, I guess. New Let's Play series that I want to try. Now, I know I'm in the middle of playing Persona 5. Cool game and everything, don't get me wrong. But I want to expand a little bit and have a little bit more of a variety on my channel. Just so it's not only one game in there. I'll try to work hard in order to, you know, create more content as we go. Hopefully, as I create more content, I will start uploading a little bit more faster. Although, we'll see how that goes. Meanwhile, let's back to this current thing. I wanted to start playing some Pokemon, just because I want to try and see if this will not be taken down. Hopefully. So yeah, I'm going to start playing some Pokemon. I'm going to obviously edit this one heavily. Mostly so that I don't go against Nintendo, which, you know, it's evil overlord. Evil, dearly beloved overlord. At least for me, because I really like Nintendo. I could be a Nintendo fanboy, maybe. Most probably. So, one of my favorite series of all time is Pokemon. And I've been wanting to play this game again for a while. So, why not start by choosing a name as unusual of mine, which is Lydia. Double T, cause little. Ha! I think you get it. Anyways, and he's my rival. I don't know what I'm gonna name him. New name. Let's go with okay, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 characters. Let's go with Lionel. Because of Riz, I don't know. I don't even know. It looks weird, and it's a name. He looks weird. However, let's go back to what I was saying. LeafGreen. I don't know. I really like the remix. I do love the first versions. You know, red, blue, and sort of green. Never quite played that one. So I don't know. I just like the idea of playing this one. Also green because I chose LeafGreen because I don't know. I don't know if I will get a Vulpix. I may be getting a Vulpix. I think I also get Sergeant Starman in this one, so maybe I'll see that. If not, I will get Slowpokes, and I don't fancy that idea. I don't know. Either way, LeafGreen. Another excuse I could give is that I normally mostly play Fire Red all the time, so let's change it a bit. So, obviously, like I've said, I played these games a lot, considering that I should have changed the options. I played every Pokemon game multiple times, finished them, gathered a lot of Pokemon on my heyday. Haven't quite played Pokemon so much these last few months, so hopefully this will fix that. So Lionel and me, we're here, we're gonna get a Pokemon. And yeah, I really know this game. Another reason why I wanted to play this as a Let's Play is because for a stream format, I think grinding and rising, or rather, well, yeah, it could be raising my Pokemon up to a decent level. I think it would take too long, and I think it would bore the audience, so to speak. So I want to try this on a Let's Play format. Obviously, episodes are going to be the norm, kind of like, you know, Persona 5. I will try to make them between, I don't know, 15 to 20 something minutes, not more than 25, because, you know. However, Charmander, as much as I like the little one, I think I'll take a Bulbasaur. No, I'm gonna take Squirtle. Yeah. As for his name, normally when I name Pokemon, which I don't always do, I try to take the name off the final form that they're gonna have. For example, in this case, Blastoise, and I'm gonna he's a male, so let's give him a. Oh shit, didn't mean to do that. And kinda want to take my friend's name for her Blastoise, which is Shell Shock or whatever. So I'm gonna name this one Shocker. Nah. Blastoise, Blast. Nope, not Blast Man. Yeah, let's get Blastman on the team. I'm not good with names, just so you know. I'm giving you a fair warning, and you will notice it along the way, so you can judge me later. So it's going to be Blastman versus fucking Bulbasaur. He does not name his pets. Obviously, my usual tactic for this kind of fight, you know, the rival fight, or rather the first rival fight, is just smash A, and you will maybe beat him. Now, a little, well, not disclaimer, but advice is, or not even advice, announcement, so to speak. It's that I'm not doing this game as a Nuzlocke or any, I'm not setting any rules in here. I just want to have a good old time with Pokemon. Normally I do. Hopefully this is going to be one of them. The last time I played Pokemon Red, I had the case of the criticals where every Pokemon would critical mine, and I would not be able to critical anyone. So hopefully that's not going to be the case here. I do, however, think that I'm being... okay. Like I said, I'm just going to use my magical A-mashing ability, and maybe I will win. Oh, I think I will win. Last man, do me a favor and don't lose. Another reason why I took... well, I normally, and this is just personal preference, I normally take Bulbasaur just because it makes it easier. Or I did last time when I was streaming Pokemon Red. It made it easier for me to deal with the gyms. I could have gone with Charmander, but at the same time it would have taken longer. So I'm gonna be happy with Blastoise, which I really like as well. I did not see the increases. 22, 12, 14. Okay, good stats. Decent stats at least. I know this one's gonna be a little bit slow, so there's that. I don't remember, and honestly, being a Pokemon fan, I should know the natures and all that. Mostly because on this version, we don't get I wouldn't say a clue. Let's go with that. A clue about what increases and decreases according to natures. So let me see. Or do we? No, we don't. He is... Brave. I think that raises attack, maybe, or I don't know. Okay, we'll leave that for later. I'm fully healed, right? Didn't I? Wasn't I? Yeah. So before I do anything else and forget about this, I'm gonna change my options. Oh, sorry, keep forgetting. Fast. Let's go with the blue frame. Yeah. Excellent. So, like I said, I know this game very well, so I'm going to try and go around and doing as much as possible each episode. Obviously, we're not going to be quite out of the grinding necessity later on, as I try to get to tougher gyms. Mostly because of my tendency of over grinding, I guess. And what do I mean by that is that normally, or when I play Pokemon by myself with no objective in mind, I normally try to make all of my Pokemon the same level as the gym as I'm going to go for. For example, let's put it this way. If I were to go right now for Pewter's gym, which has Brock as the gym leader, he has two Pokemon, a Geodude and an Onix. Onix, if I remember correctly, he's level 14. Or level... no, he's not. Is he that high? Either 13 along... let's say it's 14. For comparison's sake. I would try and make all of my Pokemon reach level 14 before fighting him, even though I'm probably just gonna use one, which is a Squirtle on this one. In this playthrough. Now, I know that's gonna be ridiculous on the long run. I don't know if I will actually challenge him on with that mindset. So for now, I'm just gonna grind as I see fit. Obviously, whatever works, I will leave it in. If I spend a long time doing the exact same thing over and over again, I'm obviously gonna cut it down or either speed it up, just so I don't overuse or I ran out of words. Sorry, but you get the idea, I hope. Either way, let's get to the parcel. He's gonna give me a Pokédex later on, the Old Man Oak. and we can move on with our lives. And that's a necessity for me because I need Pokeballs, and I cannot catch Pokemon without the Pokedex. So, okay, I did say I wasn't gonna play with rules earlier before this, after, no. The only thing is that I will catch Pokemon as I go. I know, like I said, this is not a Nuzlocke, so I'm not gonna limit myself to the amount of Pokemon I can catch. I will just catch them, and if I think I will need them or I will use them in any form or way, I will add them to my team. Otherwise, I'm just gonna keep grinding and keep going on my little adventure in this world, I guess. So give me Pokedex. Hey Lionel, how you doing? Lionel the Grump Man. So give me your invention, your Pokedex, also fast. Obviously I know this dialogue, so I'm not even gonna read it. Yeah, data, tools, Pokeballs. Okay. So with this, I'm set to start my travel, or my journey into Kanto. Which, you know, this tale has been obviously told many times. I'm just gonna like go ahead and say, I am my own girl now. As weird as that may sound, considering that, okay, don't worry. Now the reason why I'm playing as a girl on this playthrough is because I don't know, I've been spoiled by some other forms of media for Pokemon, namely the manga, and I tend to regard versions as the male lead or the female lead. In this case, Fire Red being the male lead and LeafGreen the female lead. Which, I mean, I know it's a silly thing. It's just my way of playing this nowadays. So I can start catching Pokemon, and this Rattata level 3 seems like a decent catch, just for sake of filling up my boxes. So he's somewhat weak now. I'm gonna use Bag. I'm gonna use Pokeball. I will try and name all the Pokemon that I catch, just for the sake of funny and inventiveness and creativity. That's the word. So Rattata bites anything when it attacks, small and very quick. Common sight in many places, yeah. More than common, I would say. Yeah, let's give it a name. So it's Raticate, and it's a guy. So let's go with a C. Colgate. Raticate. Kate. Like I said, I'm not good with. Fine, let's go with Cole. I did say I was gonna, or I used the base of their name as inspiration, even though it's not really. Is the recording coming a little bit weird? We'll check that later after I see the first recording. Don't worry. Like I also said I wasn't good with names, so do forgive the lack of creativity on that side. Okay, another tackle. He should be ready for catching. Show me. Ready to be caught. Rattata, Pidgey. So this is going to be Pidgeot and female. Pidgey. Yeah, nickname. Pudgy. This one's Pudgy, yay. I don't hate me if you want. I don't. Isn't Pudgy like an adjective? I don't even know what that word means. If it is a word. If not, it's a Pokemon now. Isn't Pudgy? Oh. Isn't Pudgy like a sort of I don't want to say fat, but kind of big person. I need to check on that. If it sounds offensive, I will probably change it. If not, you can tell me in the comments if you ever feel like it. So, okay, take my Pokemon, heal them, and time to train a little bit. Well, just a bit. I do want to keep catching some Pokemon. So first episode is going to be all about the catching. I'm gonna go to the left, and I don't think there's... Oh, there's no Nidorans. There's gonna be a Mankey, if I remember correctly, on the left. Mankey and Spearows. And that sounds about right. Let me get the potion. I don't have running shoes yet, which is a shame because I like to run. And hang on, let me check something. Okay, so Rattata, I'm gonna kill him. I'm gonna kill her. I keep saying kill. They're supposedly they just faint, even though, you know, the world is not that forgiving. So I'm gonna go ahead and train my Pokemon, especially Squirtle, which is gonna be the key Pokemon on the first gym, considering the weaknesses of rock Pokemon. And in this case, ground type as well, considering that no rock Pokemon on the first generation was only rock type. Or rock type. 2-1-1-1-2-1. I did say one extra one, right? 1-1. Special defense, I guess. That's gonna be the trait. I think all the rock Pokemon that do look like they live in caverns or caves, they are also ground type. Other than, I think, Kabutops, obviously Kabutops, Omanite, and Omastar. And Aerodactyl are the only rock types that are not also ground type. So I got a Mankey, and I'm gonna catch him. Because Mankey, he's also gonna be useful if I detrain him. I don't know if I will, considering that I do want to make this adventure a little bit, I do want to get through this adventure a little bit quickly. Or quicker than normal? Quicker? Is that how you say it? I fucking don't know. Mankey, he's Primeape. He's good old ape. Ape man. I could make a trend with that. The man. I don't know. We'll see. For now, I think there's only Spearow here that I have left, or that I'm missing. Normally, or I think this was only the case in... Oh no, in Pokemon Red and Blue there were Nidorans in here. I thought it was only in Yellow. No, but what I remember now. So Pokemon Red and Blue had Nidorans in here, either, or rather both female and male, if I remember correctly. And the difference between those and the ones from Pokemon Yellow is that the ones from Pokemon Yellow would learn Double Kick earlier. And that's about it. So Blastman gained 24 EXP. Yeah. Ooh, the forgive. Spearow? No Spearow. Okay, so for now I'm just gonna train my Squirtle, considering. The good news is that he does level up a little bit faster than normal, considering that, or maybe Mankey has good special defense. Okay, so I don't know if it's necessary, but I will talk about mechanics as I go of this generation of this game. I don't know if anyone who's watching has ever played these games. It's safe to assume that you have, but at the same time it's wrong to assume that you have. So I will explain. If you already know this, do forgive the explanations. But in case you haven't, I will try and explain as well as I can what happens. Other than the very basic, very obvious mechanics, which are experience points, leveling up, and the like, there's also mechanics on these games that someone has, or people had to take into account when playing. For example, the types, obviously, they were already pretty defined by then, when these games came out. And at least the compatibility didn't change as much. Compatibility between types. So that's also a good assumption, or not a good assumption, it's a good assumption to make that you sort of understand how they work. I'm not gonna get into every type and every weakness and strength, but you will hear me muttered about it every now and then. Other than that, I don't see a Spearow. I think they appear here, but I think they should, right? Or is it just a Mankey? Mankey, Pigeon, Rattata. Rattata. So I was pretty sure they also appeared here. Whatever the case, stats are pretty straightforward. HP, attack, defense, special attack, special defense, and speed. Speed, HP, they are super easy to understand as well as attack, because it's your standard. They are your standard stats in many RPGs. Also, please don't die. Defense works very similar to the defense you would find in some other games. What makes this a little bit interesting is the two stats called special. Special attack, special defense. Types are also divided into special and normal stats types. Let's go with that. Normal stats, let's say, or I keep saying stats, damn it. Or rather, types are divided into two categories: physical or special. Special are the ones that are, you know, like elements and psychic powers and the like. Although, even though it's physical, ghost, in my opinion, should have always been special. Whatever. So obviously, depending on the type, the required stat also changes. If the Pokemon type is a physical one, the attack stat and defense stat are what matters. And if the Pokemon type is special, obviously the special stats are the stats that matter. So it's a good thing to take into account when fighting, when encountering new Pokemon. Like I said, if you know this already, do forgive the explanation. This is for those who haven't quite read or played this before. There seems to be no Spearow. That's a little bit yeah. Well, whatever. I think this is a good point to stop. We may see a Spearow on the next episode, hopefully. If not, we're just gonna train. That may be one of those cases where I will speed things up a little bit. Either way, this was a decent first episode. I caught some Pokemon. I trained my little Blast Man, and I did start some explanations, which may or may not be welcome. Either way, I will see you on the next episode of Pokemon LeafGreen, this new series that I'm starting. I will continue playing Persona 5 along the way. Don't worry about that if you're eagerly waiting for those episodes. But for now, I'm gonna say thank you for coming, thank you for watching, as always, and I will see you on the next episode of LeafGreen. Did I say that correctly? Either way, bye.